Hey guys, so I wanted to be really straightforward in this video, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the truth of weave. So let's start with the basics. A braiding pattern can be just as bad as getting a glue in, okay? So a braiding pattern should not be tight, but it should be neat. If your braids are so tight that your scalp is red, your hair is about to fall out. I don't care what anybody says. Your hair is about to fall out. Eventually you're going to be like, "Oh, let me try and, wiggle my finger in where this braid is too tight and see if I can loosen it." And as soon as you do that, you're going to rip your hair from your scalp or from the root. And you're going to think, "Oh, that feels better. I've got a little bit of hair out." No, you just ripped your hair out. So that is a common, I guess, misconception, that people think that only glue can be damaging. No, a really tight braid in or a really tight braids for your sew-in can be just as damaging as well. So glue, of course, everybody knows it's kind of, you have to be very careful when you take it out. You just can't rip it out. You just can't freaking put just, cold wash on it and think it's going to be good. No, you got to take your time, very carefully take it out. So glue is its own monster. If you don't need to deal with it, don't deal with it. But it can be safe, especially if you do not have edges. So during the time that I had no edges, I did have to use glue because right around here I didn't have any hair. So when I actually used the glue products, I think I started off with black glue until I got a little bit of hair, and then I moved up to the bigger glues like Ghost Bond, and eventually I moved from Ghost Bond to Got to Be Gel, and now that's what I'm using is Got to Be Gel, and I love it. It doesn't damage my hair. I don't have any flakes, as you can tell. Soon I'll have a video on how I really get this installed and everything. Okay, that's what I'm doing now is the Got to Be. So the Got to Be can also be harmful. So if you're putting on Got to Be and you seal this down and say like it lifts, if I'm putting another layer of Got to Be on, it lifts again in 3 days. I'm putting another layer of Got to Be. Okay, those 3 to 4 layers that you just put in are caking your hair in between. So you have Got to Be and hair, Got to Be and hair, Got to Be and hair. And when it comes time to take it out, you're thinking you're taking 1 layer of Got to Be, but actually it's 4 layers with hair mixed between. So again, you're ripping out part of your hair. If you're not washing it off, making sure that it's completely renewed before you put another layer of Got to Be to seal down your lace, then you're basically causing your own hair damage. So if this were to lift, what I would do is I would wash my hair, I would wash the frontal, and I would reapply everything from scratch basically. I'm not going to re-add any layers to this. I'm going to wash it all off and start over. Okay? Also, I do want to say when it comes to the frontals, a lot of things that I feel like that will damage your hair is when you get it sewn onto the sides, right? Everybody kind of gets that sewn right here on that braid. As soon as you go to wear it up in a high ponytail and you're wearing it there for like 4 days at least because you're rocking it, that ponytail is actually pulling on the sides of your braids, okay? Because you have it up like this. So it's constantly pulling for 4 days on these braids. And you're not taking it down. And you're pulling it probably tighter and tighter and tighter. Well, the thing that it's holding on to is your hair. Okay? You're causing your own hair damage. If you're rocking a ponytail, by all means do it, but take it out within the 8 hours or take it out within your work day, so that way you can release that tension off of these side braids. That's how a lot of people are losing this hair around the sides, because they're pulling either the hairstyle too tight, and that can either be with crochet, micro braids, period, where you're trying to pull it right from the corners, but you're pulling this too tight to have your hairstyle, causing your own hair damage. Okay? A lot of this stuff I had to learn on my own. A lot of this stuff the hairstylist is not going to tell you. to properly take care of your hair and how to do it. You have to learn these things on your own. So my tip is for some of these things. Okay. If your braids are too tight and you can feel like some pain, okay, don't stick your finger in there. Try and put like just a drop of oil. Probably try and put water, but do not stick your finger in there. As soon as you do, you ripped your hair out. You're either going to have to go back to that stylist and tell her to redo that braid, or you're just going to have to chuck it up as a loss and take out the hairstyle, period. That's the only way to save your hair. Now, if you keep it in and say you can get it over like a couple days, within 3 days to loosen up, then you're good. But if it takes like over 2 weeks for it to feel better, girl, take it out. Let it go. Just let it go. Okay. Also, with the frontals, I know we all love them. The 4x4 is everything. My advice on those, like I said, with the ponytails, take it out within the 8 hours or whatever you were planning on doing. If you're going out to the club, going to work, take it out. But if you get it installed by a stylist, I would recommend going back to them. You paid all that money, and I feel like they should be at least able to accommodate you for a issue that could cause hair loss. I mean, it is their job to prevent hair loss, and that's why you went to someone that is a professional. Now, if you guys are like me and you're a kitchen beautician, I hope some of these tips help you to prevent hair damage or loss on yourself, on your kids, on your clients, because some of this stuff I had to learn on my own. You're not going to find this anywhere out on the internet. So definitely I hope this helps someone or some people out there that can't figure out why they keep losing their hair after they have weave-in or protective styles. This is you're causing your own hair damage because you don't know how to take care of it. Just brushing your hair because it's fake doesn't mean that it's not going to cause hair damage underneath. So, if you guys like this video or find it a little bit helpful, give me a thumbs up, subscribe. I'll definitely try and get more out there. Have a great day.